Hey, what's up, y'all? Peace and blessings. Your boy MVP, most valuable Puerto the God-fearing radical black Puerto Rican man of God for the Bronx for life. Started current on Bridgeport CT. Folks, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. Hit the heart subscribe button. Continue to lift up in prayers. Keep God's movement going as far as continuing on with the mission and being very outspoken about a lot of topics that's very disrespectful and just so flagrant. And one of the most recent events that I got a chance to look at is basketball season, the NBA. I'm a big time basketball fan. I've been playing ball for a long time. I've coached basketball, so I definitely know the game in and out. I remember the game, how far back it goes. I mean, I remember as young as watching LA Showtime against Boston. That's how far back I go. Watching Bird versus Match. That's how far back I go when it comes to basketball. I know the game has evolved. I know the rules have changed. I know that there's more opportunities in regards for us, making money and endorsements and support. I get that, but I wanted to just let this be known, and it's something that I saw this past week. So the NBA season is right around the corner, and players are reporting to their respective teams, and I gotta just say this, man, and I'm really disturbed when I saw this, and I have to speak on it, and I'm not concerned who gets offended or not, but I have to say it because I think it's very important to highlight this. I got a chance to see, Jimmy Butler in the press conference, and I'm just want to say that it's very embarrassing. It's very disturbing how you have a guy like him that looks like a man physically, the way God made him, and he showed up in a press conference wearing I don't know if it's like a wig or he has this women-like hairdo with piercings like a female, and I'm looking at this like, yo, what? Like, I find this very disturbing because what I'm seeing is that there's more men are looking more feminine than a woman. I know what a woman looks like. God created distinctive features on a woman. I know what a man looks like, no homo. God knows how a man's supposed to look like. I know what a man is. There's too many times, multitudes of times, that I'm seeing guys looking like women, dressing like women. And the Bible makes it very clear. If you read Deuteronomy 22:5, the Lord defiles when a man should not be wearing women's clothes. Women should not be wearing men's clothes. The Lord makes it very clear. And yet people think that this is a statement. And a lot of times when you see people dressing like this, they're looking for attention. And there are people in this society who are blind, foolish, and even at times stupid enough to entertain this nonsense. And you would have folks that would say, he was just making a statement, or that's very courageous, which is a bunch of hot garbage. Then there are those like myself who's a God-fearing man that reads the word of God and honors the word of God for God's righteousness at all costs, no matter what, that would say, God defiles that, I defile that, because that's unacceptable. God made the creation to the likeness of his image. And there's not enough men being leaders to take care of his family. Jesus Christ is the head honcho. Then comes the man, then comes the woman, right? We get the whole chain of commands. The true biblical chain of commands. There's too many guys out here looking like women. They dress like women. They attributes are like women. They behave like women. They do things that's feminine. It bothers me, man. And it's like, I'm not going to say everyone, because everyone's going to have different interpretations. We see, the appearance, and people's opinions are going to be ambiguous in different ways. But what I'm saying is that God made it very clear, because God's not a God of confusion. People are confused because of stupidity, because of popularity, because of what society does and what's cool as far as, what's going to be trending worldwide and all this other shenanigans that's just silly. It is embarrassing as humanity. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us, and I'm talking about a lot of us, I'm talking about as far as people of color, talking about, the Puerto Ricans, blacks, Dominicans, y'all, you know who you are. You know who you are. We're the ones that are so quick to be like, oh, you're hating. Then stop. If someone does something that you don't agree with, that you don't condone, if someone does something that you perceive it as egregious and is offensive, it's okay to correct somebody. It's okay to correct somebody and say, look, man, what you're doing, I don't agree with. What you're doing, I don't condone. What you're saying, that's not the way you want to go about addressing matters that has importance. And we need to stop doing this as people of color. When we try to correct someone, we use this guilt trip excuse of, oh, you're holding us down. Stop this, man, because at the end of the day, we can go racial, but you're not going to like what's been said, though. See, the bottom line is that behavior, poor decision making, bad behavior has nothing to do with color. It's about behavior in itself. So whether a white person does wrong, black man does wrong, Puerto Rican man does wrong, Chinese man does wrong, it doesn't matter who does wrong. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right. We're so caught up into the whole color that we don't see the bigger picture. The point of what I'm saying in a nutshell, right, to sum this all up, is that men are put in perspective places according to the word of God. Women are in perspective places according to the word of God. There's too many men out here playing the role of Eve. Houston, that's a problem. And if what I say offends, so be it. But at the end of the day, you don't have to listen to what I have to say. You might bypass what I have to say. You might be like, oh, you hating MV. You know, you're a hater MVP. Or you hating. All that foolishness that people are quick to say. Especially us people of color are prone to say that more than anybody else. Let's call it what it is. Honestly. Because that's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's disturbing. And it's offensive. Men look like men. Men dress like men. Stop trying to play the role of Eve and you was called to lead. I'm just kicking facts. Real talk. And I always tell people, if you have something to say, come on. Drop a comment. Let's engage to a conversation. I would love to chop it up with you. With that being said, subscribe, comment, like, and share. Hit the heart subscribe button to MVP, Most Valuable Poor Ministry. Love you guys. God bless you guys. And let's keep it 100 with Jesus. Peace and blessings. Out.